go. Welcome back to the channel, gamers. My name is Taxi. Today, we have got another ground branch report for you, released back on September 6th, but this is about update 1033. That is coming before the end of the year. I believe I saw a tweet about it, that this will be released before the end of the year. So that will be a really nice thing to dive into right before the holidays there. But they released this here. It's got a lot of good stuff. It's got some info on what's coming. It's got some new weapons that they're going to add. It's got some new optimization things that they're adding. And then obviously when the game gets here, there are going to be some things that they didn't even mention that's going to be in the game. And those are always fun little surprises. But before we dive into it, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so help a brother out there. All right, one of the very first things here in this update is the GeForce Now update. Ground Branch is actually going to be on NVIDIA's cloud gaming service, which is called GeForce Now. And that's coming this month, so it could be any day now that this will be here. So for those of you that don't have the powerhouse PCs, this could be a good way to get into the game and enjoy that hardcore first-person shooter experience without a crazy nice PC. So that'll be really, really nice for those of you that use it. Next up, it looks like they've hired a new coder, so Christoph Bakken. Welcome to the team, buddy. Hope that speeds up the AI development here. Hope that can bring this game up to speed a little bit more. Speaking of AI, though, there's some good news on that front. There's going to be some friendly AI coming in this update. Pause. Okay, so actually, it's not releasing with the 1033 update. I reached out to the devs before I published the video, and they said that's kind of an oversight on their part. It's probably going to be a 1034 thing. So unfortunately, we are not going to see this AI here. Sorry about your luck. But feel free to continue enjoying the rest of the video. Right now, the solo experience is okay. I mean, it's really, really good. But at the same time, it'd be nice to have friendly AI. If you want any teammates or anything right now, it's pretty bare bones. You've got to get your buddies or you've got to join a server. There's no way to get friendly teammates until this is implemented. And right now, they really don't have anything to show us other than this little wheel here. They recently partnered with Kythera AI to try to optimize this experience here to make it a little bit better than what the Ground Branch AI currently has to offer. So one of those things we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on, there are things like patches and call signs. You can choose your own or have one generated. This doesn't really matter to me, but for those of you that go all in on those LARP sessions, this can be a good thing for you. Moving on, my two favorite maps are actually going to get a thematic art pass with this as well. This here is Depot, and right now there's not a whole lot on the map. It's fairly empty with both of these maps, really. It's fairly empty. So you can see in these pictures, they add a little bit more. They add some more rundown buildings, some more vehicles, just to add to the immersion, to add to the cover, to where the AI can hide. Stuff like that is really going to spice up the map. The same thing goes with storage facility. As you can see here, it looks a little bit like Call of Duty's map. You know, that one map that has the two mining buildings with the bridge across, the big ground war map. I feel like that this looks a lot like that. It's got that aesthetic, but there's also stuff in the water here. I think that this looks really, really good, especially with all the boats. What in the world is going on here? This doesn't look like the same map at all, but I'm really, really looking forward to that. I think that that's looking great. I'm all for it. It looks like they've optimized the audio a little bit, so you'll get a 50% gain in audio performance and not a whole lot of CPU hits, so that's great. And then doors, it looks like you're going to have some new physics, so hopefully some AI are going to get stuck a lot less. Hopefully, even more, players are going to get stuck a lot less. Now, visually, it looks like they're doing a lot of stuff as well to improve the quality of life. It looks like they're working on bullet impact effects, which, you know, I guess that looks good. But what really I think looks good is this breaching charge FX. I think that adds a nice dynamic. And with those pieces there, you're going to have to be very careful at what you're looking at and how you're approaching the door. You can see in the dusk model as well, some sparks go flying. I just think it looks really nice. Not a huge deal. I don't hardly ever use these breaching charges, but still looks nice. And then lastly here, and certainly not least, because everybody cares about these, we've got some new weapons coming into this build. We've got the Mark 17, which is just the SCAR, both CQC and the DMR build, so the SCAR L and the SCAR H, I believe that that's correct. You've got the WZ88, which I believe is an AK variant. You've got another AK variant here with the AK-105. You got that nice little stock on there. And then you've got the PKM and the PMM. The PKM obviously is a light machine gun here. And then the PMM is actually the Makarov. So just another pistol. You can do a little bit of role playing there, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably never going to use it. But anyway, and then this is my favorite part. The last gun being added here is the M24 SWS, which is going to be the only bolt action rifle in the game. And not that it matters, not that there's a whole lot of long range engagements with this, but man, Bolt action rifles, there's just something special about them. We all love them. We all love that smooth bolt. It's just going to be nice to have. And then they're going to be replacing some of the other weapon models here. Not really worth going into. And so there you have it. There's what's coming with this update. They also address the fact that everybody wants to work on the AI and they don't really care about the visuals or what's going on. And basically how they respond is, hey, we're not going to put an animator on an AI. That doesn't make any sense. We're not going to put an effects man on the AI. Other things have to be addressed, and that's just how game development goes. I know that everybody thinks that this game just gets updated too slow, and maybe it does. I mean, but it's still doing great. It's really a passion project. And those of us that play, it's also a passion project, because we enjoy the game, we enjoy what we're looking at, we enjoy how the game is progressing along the way. While it has been in development for 10 years, the game is really starting to get some attention. But that's pretty much it here. I wanted to do just a quick update video, get you all the information of what's to come with this game. There's also more out there I haven't even touched on because they've had previous updates in the past, but this is the most recent one, and I think the most relevant at this point. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button, and until the next one, be bold, be courageous, stay tactical.